The girl. Let her go.
Okay. Is it a movie?
I think so.
Shut up. Come closer. I'll kill her. Okay.
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Bang.
Oh.
He's shit.
Okay. I'm not the only one that thought that's what it was.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Was he watching a movie?
I'm reading the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive data. Picture. Terry Falls.
Oh.
Kidnapping, murder, death penalty. Fugitive movements after escaping Falls with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie at 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broke out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey first trial.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be
February 16th, 1924. I mean, 1924? 924!
Okay, it's 1924 now. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Good morning. I'll be so... No, don't be so jumpy, Mia.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody.
Was it Terry
Falls.
Falls? Okay. My first client. Sentenced to death by 5 years ago, and now a person looks sleepy? Just relax, Mia. Small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway?
Eek.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never did lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry. I had told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but on death row, you're on death row, right? I'm sorry, really sorry.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear, I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
Aww. I'm crying. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policeman was murdered before the police could capture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
Well, that much is true. You didn't meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It was true.
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Oh.
Oh, it's you get to be talking to yourself.
You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing, all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
Oh.
It is, what's his name, right?
Yeah, Godot.
Oh. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Yeah, that old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? Jeez. After all, it's me,
Diego.
It's him, Diego,
Armando.
Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Office, is here for me? No. You got it all wrong today. You're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, the escapee death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks? I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I wouldn't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Jesus. Genius? Well, it's no time to head in, kitten. Sharpen these claws of yours, it's go time. Okay, right, so he's a guy that... Oh, God. So a already confinement cell?
Confinement.
Confinement cell. For the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. God, I can't get over his face.
Yeah.
That's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. She just got crushed herself. When I saw these overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, yeah, it mentioned in one of her filming, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. So it's like, Maya. If
yeah.
Maya was...
It's 10 a.m. Oh, it's Edgeworth. You get to talk to yourself again! Unless you want me to play Godot in this case.
Well...
I'll play this judge.
Yeah, you can play the judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls.
The defendant is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I'm a prostitute.
I understand the laws. Lawyers of both sides are newcomers.
Yeah, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. I'm trying to do like a Minnesota-Canadian accent, but it's not working.
Yeah, I know. Accents don't want to come out from either. 20. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not just someone younger than you.
Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day of my daughter's wedding, on the day the defendant escaped, a policeman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Pauls was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten.
Oh god.
I'm concerned.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes. Your Honor, it was 5 years ago. The defendant, Harry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crime. Just one crime. Were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
Truly horrible crime. I remember it well. I was there once. There was no sex evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was... I got a finger. A certain witness's testimony. God, he's so smart. A witness testimony? Was the testimony of Detective is it Valerie?
Yeah.
Hawthorne?
Yeah.
Hawthorne, the person who confronted? This criminal confronted. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls stir this young victim into the river. For these who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Well, Miss Hawthorne testimony was the one that put him away.
The policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be...
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now, eh?
Huh?
Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Yeah. Watch yourself, Miss A. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Oh my god.
You're even younger than me. You're a hypocrite.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Oh no.
Okay. I'll say it in wrong. It's okay, I don't mind. Witness, state your name and occupation. Don't you? I am the side detective in charge of the case, sir. Finally got promoted to the detective decision half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, madam, you got any idea how much work it takes? I don't... What is it? You're really gorgeous. Oh no. Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart is aching for you. Oh no. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional otherwise. I'll write you up on contempt on so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this map. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is the Kuro River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. Oh no! He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
A bridge located 40 feet above the Eagle River. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there is no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met it there.
Your Honor. Oh no. If you listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I never... I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Like, I think he is Canadian, because Canadians use from close to Minnesota and, like, over there use it.
Hoser, yeah.
Sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. Mia, hang on. Gotta get a deeper voice for him, it's hard. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy'll drink you for morning tea. Trust me, get ready. Okay. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked me. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Desk Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir!
Yeah!
The colonel stuffed her body into his car, trunk, and tried to make it away. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
No. Naturally.
Now would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. She fucking... whatever. Hey, slow down there, kitten. If you keep trouble like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm concerned. I'm not troubling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner. I didn't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten.
Oh my god.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember these court procedures. Would you usually stay up all night watching? Just all night. Okay.
So, on the day of the incident...
Just some unknown person? This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk.
Okay. According to this note, it seems that the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose right idea was it to keep that note from me? Looks like the judge is even more sure of this verdict now. Listen up. Never ask this question if you don't really know the answer. It's not the detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it was that way because the prosecutor told me to do. Okay. What was that? Trap. With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Oh no. Okay. Mister? Is your house had a car then? Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, madam. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. He's so happy about it. Oh, she looks sleeping.
Yeah.
Naturally, that spot is... Actually, that's the body of Valerie Thorne in there.
Whoa, that doesn't look like too comfortable.
I mean, it looks comfortable enough. The victim. She was stabbed in the back, correct? Yes. Heh. For some reason, the men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman right here. Yeah, can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything else strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
Here's a photo. Nothing strange to you, anyway? Mr. Falls was arrested, okay.
Okay. What do I have in my inventory?
A lot of paper.
Yes.
And a badge.
And a badge. My badge. Wait.
Is there anything? Oh.
That bridge where White Scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out.
Witness.
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
Sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
Yeah, you should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this.
Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Oh my god.
Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective. Yes, madam. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well, then I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It's very clear. It says, wear a white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. The special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, madam. And you stopped here? There? You should look for it.
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edwards, what do you have to say about this?
See, the defendant is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for, it is this one. Perchance. Ah! Where did you find that, sir? On Dusty Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Of course. Why? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. The talk shop sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for.
Looks like it spent some time in the mud.
Not surprising it was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Ashworth, he was intentionally hiding the scarf the whole time.
The court will accept the scarf and evidence.
I don't... Don't trust it.
No.
Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, she's asparagus now. I'd like to move on with the testimony that is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Boy, would I like to wrap the scarf around his swarmy little neck? Very good. Now, if you're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution should be used to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hartthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Everything is moving as his whim. Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. Bitch. A genius, huh? Hold on, he's taking a drink. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf and sir. Scarf and sir? It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off.
Looking at this photo. But you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to Eagle River down below.
Miss Edgeworth, who took the photos anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
Aha! Potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom, eh?
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. No.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's a little fishy. There's some fishy,
Yeah.
So as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge about tomorrow.
The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again, that's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, I do it too. Okay.
Let's see.
I got so angry about this one.
Let's see. I think it.
So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too, just a generally soggy atmosphere. Oh my god, cute. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the condition at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right.
She's too clean.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think... I'm gonna say her coat, because she is too clean.
Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
Can't talk to the child right now. That's exactly strange. Recall the testimony? What were the conditions on the bridge that day? Just drizzling and foggy, dusky bridge was all wet? If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
That's exactly right. The other day I fell on the muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled.
I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Oh my god. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on the muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, okay? Pride of the legally. Yeah. Okay, would be wet, but not muddy. Okay.
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Come to prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? God, he's such a dick. The surface of the bridge, huh? A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here in the evidence is the surface. Okay.
It's dirty.
Take that. The evidence is the scarf. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge is obviously covered in mud. But no, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Rude!
Oh, I know. Hey, come in. Seriously, buddy.
Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation is in case, maybe, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. Mr. Adele? No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered it in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness testimony that states she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence? It's one of these three.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee.
Aficionado, yeah.
Aficionado, over there. Over here, that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. But he wouldn't let him. He'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is. Yes. The false evidence in this case is... Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna say the witness testimony.
It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a critical fact.
Crucial, but okay.
Sorry, my brain, it was stuck between two other words and I couldn't think of it. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back? Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true.
It's not just true, it's the truth. Okay. If there was truly witness in this case, I'm certain the boy wonder over there. Sorry, he made a sound. I'm certain the boy wonder over there would have been called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests us to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no hesitation of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at the time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? We'll see who the fucking bitch is.
Gotta get a drink. Now let's proceed with the testimony.
After a drink.
Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation?
Oh, it's this bitch.
Oh god!
I guess I'll be her this time.
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Did she kill him?
Yes,
kill her?
Indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. I killed him. It was me all along. You are a true gentleman.
Oh my god.
You can learn a lot from that man, Miss Faye.
If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me.
Sir?
Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm not sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just want to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
May we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo? Is that correct?
How can you be so mean?
Now, see here. What are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
I don't like the turn this has taken. No. Is she staring at me?
And you would be?
Huh? I'm a defense attorney. My name is, Rita Faye.
I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using the camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then, I noticed there was two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred 2 years ago?
I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in the beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, it's so pink.
Ho ho ho. What a cute camera, just like its owner.
Oh no. I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's like we don't know how old she is.
No. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
See, I'm not the only one that says it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so she's using... God, I just... Fucking butterfly.
They're pretty though, but... What do I have? Okay, so... I have all this. How old is she? She's 19, damn. So, how old is Edgeworth here? 20?
Yeah.
27, 23, 25, 26, damn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Witness? When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
No.
I do like her outfit though.
My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
You can certainly downplay a situation, can't you?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up, the film, I mean.
You ran out of film.
This was the last photo.
What? Unfortunately, that is truth. I personally can send all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of Witness herself playing among the wildflowers. Witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, the camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself? Yeah?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
Seems that Miss Faye's assertion is not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
He could be.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the tension. I'm concerned. Yeah, it's sickening.
Okay.
Okay. Why does that look like the bridge is like out?
Is it? Like, let me see if it just works.
Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
I don't care. On one short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
Did you say there were 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run...
Yeah. She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she could have... But she could have ran even 5. Because Destiny Bridge is collapsed on that side.
What does this all mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness that told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. Oh my god, it's a very old bridge. You couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in despair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't I actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize in court for not being more clear when I present the evidence. That guy's good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He played it from the beginning. He's a genius, Wright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? A coward.
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I mean...
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body up the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witness such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear.
Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The car conditions and staring you right in the face, and yet go on the tack. Tack mode activated?
Okay. The body stayed hidden.
A killer not wanting his victim to be found? I could understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how.
Into the water.
There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edward pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Yeah. Order. McDonald's. Not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do. After all, we claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is that How odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal. The fact is, this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with the witness saw.
Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without a merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Oh no, surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about?
Alright, I'll do my best.
Just didn't hit the body in there. Did you do snorting?
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Then what?
You made a crucial mistake.
Crucial mistake. Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car, hid the body in there? You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claimed to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly have seen the car's killer.
Yeah.
This was the killer. I admit the diagram shows a large outcropping rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see this car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to this court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from? Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the first killer's car.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty collisions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After the witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was reportedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Objection!
Oh my god. Miss Fate, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Yes indeed, quite true, you know what they say. To her errors human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair. Save the fears for later, kitten. Mr. Don't look back until the trial's over, huh? Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax, and you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. Yeah.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Well, Miss Saucer, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on the side of the courtroom.
Well, witness.
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there was marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that his trunk has been broken up. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction there somewhere?
Well, there has to be, so...
Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in the field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is, when did you get a chance to see the scratches?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know.
Yeah, exactly. Did she do it? Finally, I finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. And perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness hadn't seen the scratches was...
You know what? Fuck it. She put it in herself. She put it in herself, yes, that's... Yep.
Yeah. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see these scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. It sounds weird.
It does!
The person who really hid the body in the trunk of the car was... Melissa Foster, it was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous, I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one.
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Miss Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. But it can't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
No!
Preposterous to even suggest that witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photos that she took? The cards could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And you know that at the time she was taking photographs. Because this happened. Now so she can't see you. To dish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think it too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Timer.
Mr. Timer. Yeah, the timer function.
Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. My, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster was in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the cameras all the time, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Will the defense play it slightly further?
Hey, listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? Answering that question will always make clear Miss Foster's true identity.
Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster on the night of tomorrow? I think she was here. I think that was her in the photo.
Yeah. And then naturally, that witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How? A sign, of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed Mr. Terry. Wait, is the same man that killed her in Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? Never heard of anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls went on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. I said something else. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. And Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 years hard 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You are making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I got it all right here. The piece of evidence was Liz Kate's wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Phelps had forgotten what Valerie looked like.
What do we have?
I mean, the scarf
Yeah.
was covering
that's
her
why-
face.
Yeah. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face, and that's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No!
She exploded.
Oh.
I think she fainted, but she...
Mm-hmm. Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obviously that Miss Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why. Well, we'll just have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective hall lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood.
Very well, this court is in recess.
Mm-hmm. God. February 16th, 1:14 p.m.
Eek.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Honestly, thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle you got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill the policeman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information? Right.
What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The Kingman murder case. That Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill. Nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls, yeah, Mr. Falls, is that case? Tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dreamt of it every day. This picture reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart, fall at any moment, apart at any moment.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years?
Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that
could fall apart at any minute.
It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Your girlfriend, huh? Hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name?
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious?
The girl let her go. Shop compulsion on killer. Oh no. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance.
Did that affect Ben? Was Valerie Hawthorne? At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was for her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong. No. Protect sister. Valerie betray me. Betray us.
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything else lies. All make-believe kidnapper too.
Make believe kidnapping.
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel.
Did he actually just say my teen angel? He's seen too many soap operas.
Do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is at least that kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business, we get one jewel, that's what we got thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note, we sent her to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond, tell him make big change on Dusky Bridge. We tell Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective.
Have I placed detective in your pocket? Is it useful thing, alright? In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in the arm, Dahlia. She jumped in river.
You don't think she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's why they decided to give you the death sentence.
Couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why'd she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yeah, but what she look like? Forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear her scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why did she lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answers come from her mouth, that's all.
Oh, that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom of the $2 million diamond. Remember that now. Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You mean you don't know?
Not really. I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in the backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. In the Eagle River.
Disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
You never found her?
Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel.
Your teen angel? How old was she anyway?
Just 14.
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
Yeah.
He plans fake kidnapping, disappears in the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man. Angels eat these days. Falls takes the fall. Gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a... It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up on our sleeves. You bet!
Okay.
The training wheels come off now, Mia. You got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules, remember it? Okay. It's still afternoon.
Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady.
Bitch, I mean, not this again. I can understand Finn's lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. He's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? Gems.
Certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Okay, so I believe this was Dahlia, wasn't she?
Yep.
And she survived, I think.
Yep.
And killed her sister because she technically tried to kill her.
Yep.
Okay.
Or something, or fighting over the money or whatever is my thought. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course. I think. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Arno. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smile on the outside while your guts are twisted and nuts is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady.
Yeah. Looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lays straight up. She's horrifying.
Well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Yeah, you're a horrible monster.
Yeah. Out of the country.
Precisely. Furthermore, she no possible motives for committing murder.
Indeed.
You're up to back and sharpen these claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Well, I have to tie her to this case. Well, if you only knew who she really was.
Okay, she was out of the country.
Where? In the river Styx?
Yeah.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always taken that he's innocent of these charges.
He seems rather forgetful, your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as an identification.
Well, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true, he's clearly a bitter man.
This is bad. Mr. Fellow's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with this statement? Wait, didn't she just say... Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official's testimony. Prosecutor has no objection. After all, the defendant is the killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. Are we also killers and mentally unbalanced? A testimonially helps to further prove the point. No, that's not why.
Enough, witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
Yup. You see it?
What?
I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
Yeah.
She tells on herself. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf. The victim wore it as identification.
Ah, you're talking about the scarf right here, eh?
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policeman was wearing.
I got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
White?
This is the scarf you identify as belonging to the victim? But it really doesn't look white to me. Well, if it was foggy that day and it was raining as well, it's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but...
There's only one explanation for this mix-up. There's a reason why the witness... was a note.
The note?
Right?
The victim's note?
He wrote a note to wear a white scarf, but she didn't. The witness, have you ever seen this note?
No, no, never.
Top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. Even though she just said that.
I wonder about that.
What do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Ball's instructions to the victim regarding their meaning. It says, wear a white scarf for identification. White scarf? Ugh. Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf? Well, Miss Foster?
No.
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person?
That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that you knew the heard of the note was?
Dahlia. Well, Melissa.
Oh, there's a picture of the black picture right there. Yeah, there.
Oh.
We did that one, because...
I guess that one then.
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne, I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name. There, right there.
So, what's this? Who is this person? This is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Insane. Must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
Dead?
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. Never found her body, so she was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean. He's now Texan.
Yes, she was killed? Kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. Nope. You said she was killed, but was she really? Were you playing? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off a Dusty Bridge and was lost in the river. However, her corpse is never found. Oh god. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she'd be 19 now. Melissa Foster? I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't, Missy. You're not sane. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Delia Hawthorne.
What?
It was like tossing your name into a real arm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit and run arsonist.
Okay.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Is my chance to make Mr. Just earn everyone?
Witness, just who are you anyway?
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edwards, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have a mission to make. I also never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean...
Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conducted full background checks on all eyewitnesses. Doubtful. What did you say? It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? If he had revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Want me to see too? The victim's younger sister, Miss Delia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago.
Because so as well, but well, as you can see. Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It has. She was merely an able witness to a crime. Accidental. I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? Really? I must say, your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win? No. At any cost? How dare you? Please, let's take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed, because she's a bitch. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Delia Hawthorne lost something much more precious to her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I believe she would murder her.
Yes. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecution's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up the assertion?
Yes.
What possible reason would the witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought it was me, but somehow he turned it around on me. I think you need a little push in the right direction, Kitten. The defendant is prepared to present evidence supporting your claim. That wasn't me, it was this guy, this crazy coffee addict.
Objection!
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I'm sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You're just arrive at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me.
That rash of your... That rash of youth. How charming. Is this coming from someone younger than me?
Let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister Valerie Hawthorne?
I think it's the gem. It always comes down to money, isn't it?
Let me check this again. The truth, though.
That or what else? What else was there?
Use ransom, but I'm gonna go with this because it said the truth.
Okay. No gem yet.
No.
Oh right. Story starts after Harry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note. Wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time and the whole truth. Must come out. Most come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth, but nothing but the truth.
Yes, there was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia left. Felt she had to kill Valerie to keep her mouth shut permanently. Terrific story. This way, if you like fiction, that is. Okay, enlighten the court. This way, what was the secret that was so important? What's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Harry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yeah, I know the secret. Oh, so it's coming to that soon. The friends would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Earl, I'll grant you the request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
I'm concerned. Put on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the first time you hide behind your wheels. No, it won't. She'll do it again.
Yeah.
And then she'll do it again.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
Sure.
The ransom price was a raw diamond my sister Valerie brought to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
They left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorns family and started all over again. In order to believe after all that, she murdered her sister, Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards, Miss A.
Yes, Your Honor.
As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, we're still got that info that Ace up our sleeves. Okay. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Harry Falls told us that it was in the lobby.
I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was fine.
Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too.
Yes, that's right. The fake kidnapping was that shot. Yeah, that's her secret.
Okay.
That she's evil.
Okay, then...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River? However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm so sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible.
I asked that the court recall the mission of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That the bridge hasn't changed one bit these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. Almost certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notice that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference.
You're right, if the events occurred just as the witness had testified, then the defendant wouldn't have pushed the witness in the river. Young lady was meaningless.
Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What? What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have only pushed her off the side of the bridge.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edwards' explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt had caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
This can't be serious.
Order in the court.
Seems Miss Face has finally reached its conclusion. Calm down, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I'd read your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have eminently pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. what's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record.
Yeah.
Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible for someone off from here. There.
No.
Let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could easily pick up a 14-year-old girl and throw her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edward. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hartford had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible.
Order, what is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hotline, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally.
What is this? Is Tiger here? What the fuck?
Yeah! Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping through a breaking river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps. Still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle those tough part, but even more so. The witness had much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. What was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive, but this fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the depths of the Eagle River. Now
it's the diamond.
Now it's the money. Because she's a dirty little... dirty... 5 years ago... there you go. Something else disappeared along with Ellia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. It can. Yes, Dolly had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
In her pocket.
In her back pocket. Why is that simply ridiculous? Oh my god. Your Honor, 5 years ago that witness was only 14-year-old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? Yes.
Yes.
This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Yes. But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. And I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder.
What do you mean by that?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do.
Planning to do.
She was going to tell the full truth, nothing but the truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill two birds with one stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would off. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Who is that laughing at her like this?
Forgive me, it's just hilarious.
Witness, is that you?
You amuse me, woman. Miss Faye. Mia Faye? You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned a kidnapping, of course. Then at 14, I plotted it with my Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Faye.
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Faye. Are you stupid or something?
God. Ugh. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have evidence proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions that are made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? That girl had made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it? Yeah. Without any evidence, the trial's over? Who decided that? Zero. Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went on to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yeah, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify to the demon woman's crimes? Fucking...
Him.
Yeah. But will he?
Yeah.
Your Honor, the defense witness wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness.
Yes, we'd like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. Not the defendant. There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her sister, maybe her sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Harry Falls.
Well, Ms. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
Why not? The prosecution has no whatever.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dolly's guilt. You're all I have left.
Defendant, you've heard everything that has been set up to this point, yes? Oh, I don't believe it, no way. Dolly died 5 years ago, Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive. And you were used for $2 million.
That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want to answer. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised she never betray each other.
Terry?
Dahlia, it's true. It's true, you are alive.
You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth, I believe in you. Get out of my pretzels. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know.
But there's one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Yeah. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony of the trial. Water, please. I can't talk. Need water.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to... It'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. He keeps chewing on that ball.
Yeah. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie, not Medalia.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she'd do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was fitting way to end final testament of the trial.
Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it, you kitten. I think. Okay.
Okay. Okay. This one. Yeah.
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well then, I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
What? What?
Oh, I would love to hear your, rational on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the victim at the end of the bridge. processing my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place. Did you just go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to present our love.
Memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of that tree there. Millie, stop that. It's a special memory for me, that is. That is what I want to get. The little bottle on the necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard that what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away? He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No.
Indeed. There was certainly enough time for it.
I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Oh god.
He's gonna throw up.
Mr. Falls? Oh.
Oh.
Did he bite his tongue off?
That's enough, please. Witness, I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens again, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I just thought he did.
Stop the trial. No, stop the trial, Your Honor. We need a recess. I almost went anime girl for a second.
Yeah. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No, we're so close. Just a minute. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill Sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls.
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the memes.
Oh, then he just disappears. Oh, Mr. Falls!
He did.
Yep.
No one's gonna call an ambulance, okay.
And so my first trial ended suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, no losers. There's still a demon on the streets. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her dramatically sweet face.
Her flesh face.
Yeah, it's her flesh face. Unforgivable. That witch. Mr. Hello. You were still close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew it. I wasn't cut out for this. Yeah. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet.
Oh.
Oh. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Oh, Jesus. His blood is mixing with his shirt.
Yeah, it is. how tough the case, no matter how bitter these memories, they're always fade over time. You can pile them away and eventually forget them. He was talking, but he's a girl now.
He was. 1 year later in this very same courthouse. I myself got wrapped up in that case.
Yo.
I was just a boy.
Who's a baby?
Defeat the baby.
There she is.
Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes.
Brains. Oh,
She floating.
I'm afraid.
The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Fortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this.
Okay, keep your secrets.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bridge to the turnabout.